Being ignored by someone you care about can stir up a whirlwind of emotions. It's natural to feel frustrated or even confused when she seems distant or unresponsive. But remember, how you react in this moment is crucial. Women often value emotional strength and composure in a man, and sometimes ignoring you can be her way of testing your patience, confidence, or ability to handle setbacks. It's less about creating conflict and more about wanting to see how you hold your ground. This is why avoiding certain common mistakes is so important when faced with this scenario. Responding impulsively could unintentionally signal insecurity or neediness, which can push her further away. Instead, staying calm and composed will not only help maintain your self-respect, but could also reignite the connection. This video is your ultimate guide to understanding what not to do in these moments. You'll learn how to avoid these 5 critical mistakes that could harm the dynamic between you and her while discovering how to handle the situation with confidence and grace. Watch now and take the first step toward mastering your emotional control and standing out as the man she admires. 1. Overcommunicating. One of the biggest mistakes you can make when she's ignoring you is overcommunicating. It's natural to feel anxious or frustrated when someone you care about doesn't respond, but bombarding her with texts, calls, or messages only makes the situation worse. Imagine this from her perspective. When you're constantly reaching out, it doesn't come across as affection. Instead, it signals desperation and insecurity, which can be very off-putting. Overcommunication has a way of suffocating the dynamic between two people. While you may have the purest intentions of reconnecting or clarifying things, reaching out too much eliminates any mystery or intrigue. A little bit of space can sometimes work wonders for relationships. By not letting her feel your absence, you're taking away the opportunity for her to miss you or to wonder what you're up to. This sense of curiosity is important in creating a healthy balance. The problem with overcommunicating is that it puts her validation above your own self-respect. You're essentially conveying that you need her acknowledgement to feel okay, which can skew the power dynamics of the connection. A healthy relationship relies on mutual respect and confidence, not the constant need to chase or seek approval. Additionally, overwhelming her with communication doesn't give her the space she might need to process or reflect on the situation. Sometimes no response is a message in itself, an invitation for both sides to regroup and reevaluate in their own time. Instead of giving in to the urge to over-communicate, it's essential to take a step back and focus on your own emotional well-being. Resist the impulse to immediately fill the void with messages. Instead, channel your energy into something productive. Spend time with friends, pick up a hobby, or get outside for some fresh air. While it may feel counterintuitive, creating some distance allows her the chance to notice your absence and potentially miss you. Remember, the goal isn't to play games, but to maintain balance and cultivate respect both for yourself and your relationship. Ultimately, communication is important, but so is patience and understanding. Give her the room to come back to you in her own time. By allowing space, you're showing her that you value yourself enough not to chase excessively, while also creating the opportunity for her to re-engage thoughtfully. 2. Trying to win her back. When a woman starts ignoring you, it's natural to feel an urge to try and win her back immediately. This desire often stems from a place of love and care, but it's important to realize that the methods you use can either work in your favor or push her further away. Many men resort to overcompensating through grand gestures, lavish gifts, and overwhelming attention in an attempt to reclaim her affection. While this may feel like the right thing to do, it often backfires. The key problem here is that these actions unknowingly communicate desperation and a lack of self-worth. When you focus all your energy on trying to convince her to come back, it can devalue the relationship. Attraction thrives on balance, mystery, and respect. It doesn't grow stronger when one person appears too eager or needy. Unfortunately, over-delivering with gifts and compliments might make her feel pressured, and instead of fostering connection, it may highlight an imbalance in the dynamic. Instead of trying to win her back through excessive behavior, the better approach is to shift your attention inward. Focus on your own growth, goals, and passions. Show her, not through words, but through actions, that you are thriving on your own. Whether that's pursuing a long-forgotten hobby, hitting the gym, or excelling at work, these activities will naturally amplify your confidence and charisma. This isn't about pretending you don't care, but about genuinely putting yourself in a place of strength and abundance. When she sees that you're strong, self-assured, and value yourself, it naturally sparks curiosity and draws her back in. Women are often more attracted to a man who is happy, secure, and living his best life rather than someone who seems to depend entirely on their attention. Operating from a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity doesn't just help you regain her interest, it also makes you feel better about yourself and your worth. Ultimately, the best way to reconnect with someone is by being the best version of yourself. If it's meant to be, she'll notice the positive changes and gravitate toward you again. But even if she doesn't, you'll walk away stronger, knowing that you've grown from the experience and maintained your dignity. 3, reacting emotionally. One of the biggest mistakes you can make when she ignores you is reacting emotionally. It's completely natural to feel hurt, confused, or even frustrated. You might find yourself battling an urge to express exactly how you feel, whether through a heated text, a passive-aggressive remark, or even an emotional outburst on social media. While these reactions might feel cathartic in the moment, they almost always backfire and do more harm than good. When you react emotionally, you unintentionally hand over your power. These kinds of responses reveal that her actions have a significant emotional impact on you, which can make you appear vulnerable or lacking control. It's important to understand that emotional maturity and composure are incredibly attractive traits. By letting your emotions take over, you may communicate the opposite and risk damaging your connection with her or even your own self-esteem. It's normal to have strong feelings, but the key lies in how you handle and express them. Instead of falling into the trap of reacting emotionally, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what is the best response I can give to show that I respect myself and understand the situation? By doing this, you can convey that you are calm, composed, and confident, qualities that are both impressive and admirable. Instead of focusing on what she's doing, shift your attention to how you can improve yourself. Channel your energy into something productive, such as honing your skills, working on a passion project, or spending time with people who lift you up. Not only will this keep your mind off her, but it will also reinforce your sense of self-worth. Remember, the most attractive people are those who live fulfilling lives regardless of external circumstances. When she sees that you're handling the situation with poise and maturity, it sends a powerful message. It shows that while her actions may have caught your attention, they haven't rattled your inner peace. Grace under pressure speaks volumes about your character, and it may even inspire her to reevaluate how she's treating you. At the end of the day, your emotional responses are within your control. Be mindful in choosing reactions that reflect strength, self-worth, and independence. By prioritizing composure, you not only avoid unnecessary drama, but also set the tone for healthier, more balanced interactions moving forward. 4, seeking validation or over-apologizing. When she starts to pull away or ignores you, the instinct to seek validation or apologize profusely can be pretty powerful. You might find yourself wondering, did I do something wrong? Or overanalyzing every little detail of your behavior. While it's completely natural to want to repair the connection, falling into this pattern can actually hurt your efforts to win her attention back. Seeking validation, asking for reassurance, or constantly apologizing signals insecurity. It's as though you're handing over your confidence and allowing her to determine how you feel about yourself. This kind of behavior tilts the dynamic, giving her an unbalanced amount of emotional power in the situation. Instead of strengthening the bond, it can push her further away or cause her to lose respect for you. Women are often drawn to men who exude confidence and security, even during moments of challenge or uncertainty. Now, apologizing is important, but only when it's truly necessary. A genuine and direct apology for a specific mistake shows responsibility and maturity, which can help rebuild trust. However, over-apologizing for minor things or apologizing when there's no clear reason to do so simply dilutes the meaning behind your words. It can come off as desperate, and desperation is an emotion best kept at bay in relationships. Here's what you should do instead. Start by assuming you've done nothing wrong, unless there's explicit evidence to suggest otherwise. Self-doubt can be powerful, but trust yourself and give yourself the benefit of the doubt. If it turns out that an apology is warranted, make it quick and meaningful without lingering on the issue. Something as simple as, I realize I could have handled that better and I'm sorry, goes a long way. Afterward, there's no need for constant follow-ups. Show her through your actions moving forward that you respect and value her without losing your sense of self Finally, and most importantly, maintain your self-assurance. Understand that her ignoring you might not even have anything to do with you. It could be a reflection of what's going on in her life. Give her space, keep your calm, and show her that your confidence isn't dependent on her immediate behavior. Often, this sense of security is what truly stands out and draws her back toward you. Remember, confidence isn't just a trait. It's a quiet reassurance that no matter what happens, you'll be just fine. 5. Trying to make her jealous. One of the most common mistakes men make when they feel ignored by someone they care about is attempting to make her jealous. This might involve posting pictures with other women on social media, bragging about how much fun they're having without her, or casually dropping stories about new friends into conversation. While it might seem like a foolproof way to grab her attention, this approach often does more harm than good. Why? Because trying to spark jealousy comes across as a petty game that screams insecurity. Women are incredibly perceptive, and more often than not, they can see right through this tactic. When you try to make her jealous instead of instilling regret or renewed interest in you, it often results in the opposite. She may feel frustrated, annoyed, or disconnected. It signals to her that you're more focused on playing games than genuinely connecting. Furthermore, jealousy is a fleeting and unstable emotion to base any interaction or relationship on. A connection built on manipulative tactics like this lacks the authenticity and trust needed to truly thrive. And honestly, would you want her attention only because she felt jealous or because she genuinely values and respects you? Instead of wasting time on immature ploys, shift your energy toward personal growth and things that truly matter to you. Living authentically, pursuing your passions, and genuinely being yourself can speak volumes. Confidence, independence, and a sense of purpose are magnetic qualities that don't require any artificial attempts to captivate someone's attention. It shows her that you are secure in yourself and aren't afraid to prioritize your own goals in life. Nobody likes to feel manipulated, so remember that actions rooted in sincerity and respect work far better in building meaningful bonds. If she's ignoring you, take that as an opportunity to reflect and focus inward rather than outward. Whether she notices or not, you'll find yourself growing into someone better. And that's a win no matter the outcome. True connection can't be forced, and love flourishes when it's built on trust, respect, and shared admiration, not on jealousy or ulterior motives. By being the best version of yourself, you'll naturally attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are, and that's worth far more than any fleeting attention won through games. 6. Waiting around for her to respond. When she ignores you, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is waiting around for her to respond. This happens when your attention becomes laser focused on her and you find yourself constantly checking your phone, waiting for that one notification that can make your entire day. It's natural to feel this way when you care about someone, but putting your life on hold for her response can easily backfire. This behavior sends an unintended message. It screams neediness and a lack of purpose. While it's okay to want her attention, basing your actions and emotions on whether she texts you back doesn't paint you in the best light. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude confidence, independence, and ambition. A man who waits passively for her to notice him might unintentionally signal that he lacks these qualities. The truth is, no woman wants to feel like she's the sole center of someone's world right away. It's too much pressure and too little mystery. Instead of waiting around, the best thing you can do is shift your focus to your own life. Use this time to engage in self-improvement. Hit the gym and invest in your health. Pick up that hobby you've been putting off. Or set some exciting goals in your career. Imagine how much you can grow by channeling your energy into becoming the best version of yourself. Not only will it boost your confidence and happiness, but it will also naturally make you more attractive to her and to anyone. When women see that you're proactive and driven, it changes the narrative. It shows her that you're a man with direction and purpose, someone who prioritizes their own growth and isn't reliant on external validation. That aura of independence and passion is magnetic. Remember, your ultimate power lies in understanding that your happiness and success don't depend on someone else's attention. By reclaiming control over your time, energy, and focus, you're not just showing her what an incredible catch you are. You're proving it to yourself, too. Instead of waiting around for her to respond, choose to step forward, confident and self-assured, into fulfilling your own ambitions. Trust me, that energy is impossible to ignore. 7. Changing who you are to please her. One of the biggest mistakes men make when they feel ignored by a woman is changing who they are to match her preferences. It might feel like an easy solution, adjusting your behavior, hobbies, or even personality to gain her attention or approval. However, this approach can backfire dramatically because it compromises the most important thing you bring to any relationship, your authenticity. When you change yourself just to please someone else, it sends a clear signal of low self-worth. Instead of respecting or admiring the effort, she might see it as desperation or lack of confidence in who you truly are. Women are drawn to men who are unapologetically themselves, those who know their values, stand by their beliefs, and don't compromise their identity for anyone else. That kind of confidence is magnetic, and it shows that you value yourself as much as, if not more than, you value someone else's validation. The truth is, trying to tailor yourself to someone else's preferences is exhausting and unsustainable. You deserve a relationship where you can simply be yourself, your quirks, passions, and even imperfections included. The right partner will appreciate you for who you are, not for an image you've tried to create. What should you do instead? Start by investing in your own growth, but not for her attention or yourself. Develop your hobbies, learn new skills, and set personal goals that excite and inspire you. Not only does this make you feel more fulfilled, but it also naturally makes you more attractive. Spending time on your own self-improvement demonstrates independence and confidence, two traits that are incredibly appealing. It's important to remind yourself that if someone doesn't notice or appreciate you, it doesn't mean that you're lacking or inadequate. Compatibility is about finding someone who values you as you are, not someone who wants to mold you into something else. When you remain true to yourself, the right partner will come around. Someone who loves not just the curated version you present, but the real, uncompromised version of you. At the end of the day, relationships built on honesty and genuine connection are the only ones that last. By staying true to yourself, you not only avoid this common mistake, but also set yourself up for deeper, more meaningful relationships in the future. Conclusion: navigating relationships can be challenging, especially when emotions run high and misunderstandings arise. However, avoiding these 5 common mistakes can help you respond more effectively and maintain your dignity when she ignores you. Remember to keep your emotions in check. Don't chase or overthink, and focus on self-improvement. While staying true to who you are, relationships flourish when built on mutual respect and authenticity. So prioritize those qualities in every interaction. By doing so, you'll not only handle such situations better, but also set the stage for healthier and more meaningful connections in the long run.